Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
Okay, so I literally cannot be the only one experiencing this. Like, if you're a girl and you're like early 20s, just graduated from her undergrad, like starting her post grad life, are you struggling to find single men? Like, if you're single, are you struggling as much as I am? Like, I had this expectation, like, going from, I was like, okay, undergrad guys, I'm over them, immature, whatever. I'm on to this, like, new era, bigger pool of men, like, mid 20s, late 20s, like, that kind of vibe of dudes. I've been on one date since I graduated in the spring. I cannot be the only one that's struggling this much. Like, I don't know if it's just me or if it's, I don't know what my issue is. Maybe it is me. If you are good, like, where are they? Like, I just don't even, like, I don't even run into them. Like, that is the issue. So, if you know where they are, you're a girl that's in a relationship with a guy that you met after graduating, where did you find that? If you're a dude in your mid to late 20s, comment where the heck you guys hang out, because I swear on my life, like, I don't know. I just don't run into them. Like, I don't know if it's just me or it's like a genuine thing that everyone's like early single girls are experiencing. Where I just don't know where they are. Let me know. Comment. I hope it's not just me.
No, I don't think it's just you, but to answer your other question, is it you? Probably the answer is yes. Where are all the single men? This is probably just up there with where are all the good ones? And somehow I think you're gonna ask the other question in a few years. The answer to both questions is quite easy, really. They're everywhere. And knowing that you can find the single one pretty much leads back to you. What type of men are you looking for? I know the only criteria you're looking for is for him to be single. You're looking for a vibe with mid and late 20s? How would you describe that vibe? If you're only looking for fun, yeah, you're not gonna find one. They're too busy grinding, building careers, trying to pay off student debt, finding long-term relationships, building up families, and the list could go on forever, but I'm trying to keep this short. You don't even run into them. I know clubbing on a Tuesday night doesn't require much running, and I know for sure you're not running in the middle of the woods, so again, maybe the answer is that it is you.
Has anyone else also realized that men don't buy from women? And this is unrelated to X, but when you look at creators, authors, etc., if the creator, author, whatever is a woman, then their fan base is going to be 95% like women. And they're going to be painted as like a girl boss way and be featured on only women websites. But then, if it was a man, their fan base or customer base would be a lot more equal. It'd be a distribution of 60% men and then 40% women or something like that. And they would be featured not only on men's websites, but also women. And I think this is because as society, we have been conditioned growing up that men are the role models. Men have the advice that we look up to, and women have not been placed in that position. So when you ask people their top role models, both men and women will name men, but men will rarely name a woman. This is detrimental to women because when they're trying to sell a product or service to make money and build equity, they are only able to serve women because men aren't coming to them. So for example, if a woman was a hairstylist, her customer base will be primarily, like predominantly women. But if it was a man, his customers will be both men and women. If you look at hairstylists, makeup artists at the very top, they're predominantly men who have their own salons, brands, fame, worldwide recognition, even though at the bottom, predominantly it's mostly women who are makeup artists and hairstylists, but they just cannot seem to rise to that level.
So there you go, you just gave yourself the answer. Maybe they're not just as good. I can't speak for a hairstylist cause all I need is a hair clipper. But if I was going to one, I would look for higher quality. I would look for the most qualified and for the one that is doing the best job. And most people will look for the same and do the same. They would look for someone who's gonna provide the best services. So what are we talking about here? If you would go out to eat, you would go to a restaurant with no chef, a place where the dishwasher is gonna cook your food, or would you go to a place where there's the best chef in the kitchen cooking you the best food? If you're selling some products, they better be good products. It doesn't matter who's selling the products. People are gonna look to buy quality. I can't even understand how that doesn't make sense to you. You're upset men don't buy from you? Okay, fair enough. What if you're selling makeup? Do you really expect me to buy makeup? Yeah, unbelievable.
why it is that men only listen when you raise the stakes so.
Hey, I'm gonna appoint myself as your GBF and give you some unsolicited advice. This is no hate to you, I see straight girls do this all the time. If you are feeling so unheard in your relationship that you need to take to social media, no matter the platform, and poll the audience to see if you're valid in feeling the way that you're feeling, you need to rip the band-aid off and dump the man you're with. He will never get better at meeting your needs. You two are incompatible. You will absolutely continue to have the same conversations over and over and over again. He will never improve. You will continually set yourself up to be upset. Do it now, because if you marry him, that's legal paperwork. If you have kids with him, you're stuck with him for life. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but he's not showing you the love that you need. You're wasting your time. Love you.
Alright, my man. GBF was it? I have no idea what that means, but sure. Maybe next time you do some research. It's not that if she's gonna get married to that guy, she's already married to that guy. She is the same lady I posted a few videos ago. The one that's been legally married for 12 years, but she still calls her husband her boyfriend because they didn't have the big wedding she wants. So that's kind of out of the window, isn't it? Also, just a wild idea for you, my guy. Since you obviously never bothered to do any type of research about who you're stitching the video with, why do you even assume it's his fault and only his fault from the beginning? What if all this argument started because her husband wants her to call him husband? Yeah, she's the one posting and not him, but that only makes this her side of the story. What's his? Let me guess, it doesn't matter, does it? No matter what the truth is, it's still his fault. Maybe before you turn into a GPS, GPL, G, whatever you said, do some more research so you can make an educated call.
You know what makes absolutely zero sense to me? It's when people in relationships, or just people in general, tell single people, you need to love yourself and just spend some time with yourself, and then your partner's gonna show up in your life. I've spent the past 27 years loving myself and spending time with myself. Like, what else do you want me to do? And what's frustrating is that I've been here doing this inner work, this self-work and self-love stuff that everyone keeps talking about. Yeah, my partner's not here. And then you've got these people that have been in relationships their entire lives, like consecutively, and they have terrible self-esteem and they have done zero of the work. So what am I missing? And I get it. Being in a relationship doesn't automatically mean that your life is perfect, because I know a lot of couples that seem perfect really have issues going on behind the scenes. But even so, it's just frustrating because I want to experience that too, like the good and the bad. I still want to know what it's like. So none of it just adds up at all, to be honest with you, because self-love looks different on everyone. And it's just really annoying how people assume that if you're single and want to be in a relationship, that automatically means that you don't love and value yourself.
So it's probably that you should read between the lines. People are just being nice to you. Love yourself and the one will come. What they're really saying, but they don't because maybe they care about you, is look at yourself and maybe do some changes. It's not so much about how you value yourself, it's also about what value you bring in someone else's life. Some other people, your potential partner, needs to see that value. You don't just advertise it to someone else and expect them to take your word for it. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. Let me know what you guys think. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.